my husband is coming for dinner and he has just called me to tell me that he's on the way. And I'm preparing some food for him. He has never tasted this Turkish cuisine, not Turkish, Kenyan cuisine. We're gonna be cooking for him Kenyan fish. Like I'm gonna be cooking fish the Kenyan way, because normally we cook the Turkish way. And today is that day I want him to test, because when he comes to Kenya, what will he be eating? He's gonna be eating this kind of food. So come with me in the kitchen. I'm gonna be showing you what we are preparing. By the way, it's so easy, and also I'm sure he's gonna love this. I don't know how he's gonna react, because I've never cooked this kind of cuisine for him. But let's just see his reaction, and let me take you through so that I can show you what we are cooking for our Turkish husband today. So basically, welcome to my kitchen. The first thing I did was to marinate my fish, and I'm using some cumin, some salt, some lemon, and some olive oil, and of course some lemon. Of course, I've said it. And then I'm gonna actually try to make sure that I'm giving it as much as possible, and once I'm done, I'll keep it in the fridge so that we can cook. Okay, so it's done like this, and then I'll just keep it in the fridge, or you can keep it wherever you want. Actually, meanwhile, I'll also be cooking some potatoes for the kids, because they might not eat the next food, and sometimes they are stubborn. Okay, so they might be wanting something else. So, and together with this, I'm going to be making some salad, and for today I'm using only the lettuce and the coriander or dania. So first thing, we're gonna be needing to wash it, cleanse it as much as possible, because remember, they are fresh vegetables. Some of them, they carry soil, and we need to make sure that we are cleaning so much. Okay, so once I'm done cleaning, I'll just put it here so that extra water can be removed, like that. Just to give it a nice flavor, in terms of actually not removing everything. Okay, so if you are seeing this, you can see very well our potatoes are almost ready, and I'm using deep frying inside olive oil. So one thing that I'm gonna start making this fish the Kenyan way is to actually fry it. This is tilapia. Yeah, I think it is tilapia. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this type of fish is tilapia. I'm gonna go to the fridge and actually get some fresh tomatoes directly from the farm, and I'm gonna wash them, because we're gonna be needing to actually make our stew, or our fish stew. Okay, meanwhile, as you can see, the fish is almost ready. One side, I'm gonna turn it the other side, like so, and you can see it has a very good golden brown, and we are not burning it, and it's amazing. So meanwhile, what I'm gonna do is actually to make sure that I'm actually chopping some onions, and I'm chopping in cubes. You can chop whichever way you want. For me, I just prefer in cubes, like so, and I'm using two small or maybe medium medium onions. Okay, and also I'm gonna be adding some sweet green chilies. These are sweet, not the sour ones. Okay, sour or bitter, I don't know. And then we're gonna actually be getting some olive oil, put in the pan, and then we're gonna be adding our onions as well as our chilies. Okay, so that they can be fried and turn golden brown. Okay, as you can see, I'm gonna grab my tomatoes, and I'm not going to slice these tomatoes into cubes. Rather, I prefer to actually grate them. Okay, you can do whichever way you want. It's gonna give you just the same results, but for me today, I prefer actually just slicing in halves and then grating using this small grater. If you have a blender, you can blend them as well. It's gonna be easier for you, because I don't want to have those big large stuff on the top. Okay, so as you can see, our fish is doing very much well, and I'm gonna finish up with the other one, because we are just the two of us. These are so big, not big but medium size, and they are enough for us. And one thing I'm gonna not miss is actually to get some garlic, so I'll grate and then add into the onions, the chilies, and the tomatoes that I have grated. Okay, and then I'm not going to forget about the salt, because it is very important to add some salt for the flavor. And then also I'm going to add in some tomato paste to thicken the stew, and I'm adding in garlic and sweet yellow or maybe red chilies. Okay, and then give it 2 minutes or maybe 1 minute just to everything to cook. And then I'm gonna add in a little bit of water, because we don't want it to be too much dry. Other than that, we want it to be wet. Okay, this is the wet fried fish the Kenyan way. In Turkish, I have realized that they don't fry the same way. I'm not sure if they do, but ever since I came here, we never cook this way. They only fry like that. Once it is fried, we eat with the salad, and that is it. But for us Kenyans, we love this way, like we boil into the soup. And by the way, in Kenya, some homes they prefer to boil it, okay, into the stew, like almost after maybe 1 hour, or not 1 hour, maybe more than 30 minutes inside more water. Like you add more water if you want, you can do so. For me, I don't want too much water. Now let's prepare our salad. I'm using the lettuce like I told you guys, and as you can see, let's keep an eye on our fish. I'm cooking on a low heat because we don't want it to actually overcook. And on the salad, we are adding in only onion, salt, and the lettuce, and also some olive oil. Okay, and then we're gonna mix everything together like so. Oh, I'm forgetting, we added in lemon. Okay, now the fish is cooking very well, and then this is the part that gets much interesting. The ugali is a mixture or a common food in Kenya. I'm using soko from my friend Virginia. Shout out to Virginia, she brought this ugali from Kenya for me, and I'm using mwiko. I don't know what the name, but that's why we normally cooking stick. Actually, we normally use it to cook in Kenyan food. So this is a very common meal in Kenya. In fact, it is mostly used, like commonly used in Kenya. You cannot do without ugali. So I'm gonna mix everything when the water is boiled, and then we're gonna be mixing. The Nigerians or Ghanaians, they know about the fufu. I think it is the same, not the same, but it's almost the similar way of cooking. Okay, so we're gonna cook and turn and cook and simmer and simmer and simmer until it is ready. And once it is ready, you're gonna put on the plate like so, and then try to pamba. Okay, so that it can be on a good shape. Meanwhile, this is the fish, and you can see how wet it is. So yummy, so juicy, so delicious. I can't wait for my husband to come and test, and I don't know his reaction. So meanwhile, this is what he's gonna be using. We have bread, because Turkish people normally eat bread. Let's see his reaction, guys. Nasıl?
Eline sağlık. Çok güzel.
Güzel mi?
Güzel.
Beğendi mi?
Evet.
Aferin. Mustafa, do you want to test? So as you can see, for me, I normally eat the Kenyan way. I'm just going to eat my fish slowly by slowly without even thinking twice. My husband doesn't like ugali. As you can see, he actually just tasted, but he didn't eat ugali. Rather, he ate the, what we call it, the bread, the Turkish bread. And as you can see, he finished everything, the fish, the salad, and yeah, that was it. And so what I'm gonna do here is actually to remove everything to the kitchen. And for the fruits, because we normally eat after dinner, we have to eat some fruits. We have some strawberries directly from the farm, and I have washed them, cleaned them, and I'm gonna leave them, like select them, the good ones. They're gonna go the other side for kids to eat whenever they come to the kitchen or on this table. They can actually eat. There you have it, guys. I think you have seen my Turkish husband reaction to Kenyan food. I think he loved it, and I don't know, but I just feel like he loved the fish, he loved everything, and the salad and everything. And I want him to eat more Kenyan food because he's going to be eating a lot when he comes to Kenya. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and if you're liking my content, do me one favor, guys, like the video, subscribe to my channel. Until then, I'll see you. Grishers. Bye bye.